Ba, 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 ba. Shit. Arg. Come on, load up. Load up. Anytime now. All right. I'm playing Half-Life Alex. Got 14 hours into it. I've been enjoying it. Thought I'd come in here for an hour. Screw around here. I'm sure whenever they release 3.9, they're going to data wipe again. Which is sad, but I'm sure that's what's going to happen. Oh, it's a little jumpy here. Just have to wait and see. Yep, seems a bit jumpy. Not the best frame rates, is it? Wow, this is really bad today. I don't want to play at all. Now we're stuck. God, darn. Okay, this ain't very good at all. Obviously on a piece of junk server, huh? Mobile glass.
Open Mobiglass.
See how bad it is. I'm sure it's full. There's no way of knowing. Wow, and this is a new server, and it's this bad? That's just unbelievable. Close mobile glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
Wow, it's terrible. And it's a new server. Okay, well, let me guess. You're not going to know where it's at.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
This station has been designated as an armistice zone. All weapons are currently disabled.
Okay, anytime now.
Space may be zoned.
It's going to turn up red, isn't it? Lost ship. Well, looks like we're not going to be playing Star Citizen. Yeah, of course you're unfortunate. Wow, this is just sad.
We advise against.
In other words, we're going to have to go somewhere else and respawn this thing because once again, Star Citizen shows its ass.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Maybe we'll get lucky.
Kindly ask against
Takes that long to spawn, it's usually not going to spawn it. Yep. Got a lost ship. Welcome to Star Citizen. Only way to spawn it would be to fly somewhere else. I just, you know,
automated ship organization system.
as long as this has been open and they still can't get anything right. You know, this is just sad. This probably won't spawn either.
We advise against. Please use caution on exiting the armistice zone.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
You can't claim them. You can't do nothing. Well, at least we got this one to spawn. Maybe we can go out to Levski and respawn it, reclaim it. Unbelievable. You got to keep doing this shit over and over again. Open up door. Come on. Quit. Same people walking through the damn doors. Yeah, this is just disgusting. After all this time, you still can't spawn your ships half the time. Nah, everything in this game seems to be a workaround. Unfucking believable. Gotta go to a different port, reclaim your ship, because the code in this game is so bad. And they just keep adding bad code on top of bad code. Start up.
Acknowledged.
Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
This game is such a disappointment in so many ways. And why is my forward throttle engaged? Come on, people. Just shitty code, that's all it is. Star map. Star map.
Activating now.
You know, you really hope things work. But they don't. Close star map.
Affirmative.
You gotta fly around the whole world. Range. So much fucking
Collecting
wasted
data.
time in this poor excuse for an alpha. Jump.
Jumping.
I mean, this is ridiculous. You gotta wait. You gotta spend all this time in QT just to spawn a ship. Because you gotta go to a different port almost every time because it loses the ship you landed with. And you can't reclaim it unless you go to a different port and then try to reclaim it. I mean, everything in this game is a workaround. Nothing works. I mean, it would be so nice if they actually added something that wasn't all buggy. It's just really a shame. We're going to go here and claim it, and then we'll probably fly back to Alisar because... And then we're just going to quit. We're not going to do anything. I'm not going to fight it. Like I say, there's actually games to play that are fun. And don't get me wrong, if you happen to get on a server, sometimes things go well if you limit what you do. But you do FPS missions, they're bugged 90% of the time. The elevators don't work in them. Trading, unless you get shit lucky, you're going to lose all your credits on DCs or game crashes. People claim about PvPers or getting ganked and stuff. You know what? That's not the problem with this game. It's the shitty ass programming. I mean, there's only 50 people on a server. Let's be realistic. You really don't run into many people when you're out doing things. If you're complaining about getting attacked by bounty hunters, well, it's pretty much your own fault. You got a bounty on you, and so they can locate you. You can't really complain about the PvPers when you have a crime stat. People do. But, you know, if you got a crime stat, you're worried about it, well, wait until you hire somebody to kill you. But don't complain that you lost all your credits because the guy who had your bounty destroyed you and your ship. People make things out of nothing, and what really matters is the programming and how buggy everything is all the time. And they keep putting missions in the game, and they're always bugged. Just doesn't make sense. And no, they do not fix bugs. There are bugs in this game that have been here since 3.0 launched. Now the bugs 3.0, they did pretty much rewrite everything for 3.0, so 2.6 and before don't count. But nothing's good. Spend all your time trying to figure out workarounds to be able to do what you want to do, and it's, like I say, it's easier to play other games until they clean their act up and they want more money. I don't know why anybody is spending big money on this game when they have a track record of putting out junk. But it's pretty. You know, their artists are pretty good. Just the same, somebody hasn't figured out how to actually put it in the game. But people stock toilet paper, so, you know, they're going to throw money at Chris Roberts, so he can have a new car, I guess. I haven't got over the lies about 3.0.
Love the whales. Without them this game would have stopped a long time ago.
That's true. I mean, it's just, and you know what? They know that, so they just do things to make their whales happy. I mean, I see no reason for things that have been broken since 3.0 to still be broken. I don't care if it is an alpha. I just think that's just, they don't care. Range.
Collecting data.
Just like came in, went to spawn my prospector, and I got to go to a different harbor to spawn it because it's bugged. Jump. I mean, this has been going on for a year now. How hard is it to fix this shit that's main stuff? Just like trying to refuel and rearm at most of these places. You can't do it without trying to do it 5 or 6 times, you know? It just... Come on. I mean, pretty basic stuff. We're not talking that, you know, we have this grand new thing in the game and, you know, it doesn't work right. But, you know, we're talking the basic stuff doesn't work. Range.
Collecting data.
And after a while, you get frustrated and fed up with it. Or at least I do. I won't spend money on this game anymore just because of the way they treat it. They just want me to, they want you to throw them money, but they won't do anything for it. I mean, I have never seen anybody add so much new code to a game and it's always messed up. And yet they have all this supposedly avocados, their own quality control people, but yet none of it gets fixed before they release it. And they know it's broke. I mean, it's not like they're not aware of it. It's not a random bug. They're not random bugs that happen once in a while. They happen all the time. And I just don't understand any quality control team accepting that is acceptable. What are they going to do when they go to beta? They're going to completely rewrite the game? Is that what they're going to do? This game will never release because of that. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Just like they put in limited persistence. Okay, that's wonderful. That's great. Trouble is, every quarter they're going to wipe you anyway because people exploit. Now, why wouldn't you just wipe the exploiters, reset their accounts? Why do you punish everybody? For, which basically amounts to a few people. But you punish everybody for a few people. Well, they paid money too, so that's okay. So we'll just get everybody. It just doesn't make sense. Their whole attitude doesn't make sense sometimes. If they know people are exploiting things, they know what they're exploiting, wouldn't it be real easy just to wipe their, or reset their accounts? You don't even have to wipe them. You don't even have to ban them. Just reset them every time they do it. Permission to land. I mean, there's so many fixes for obvious fixes for things that they ignore, and they make it hard for everybody. Close mobile glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
I mean, I just don't see why they do what they do. They say, "Oh, we gotta reset it again because of the exploiters." Well, why don't you just reset the exploiters? You know who they are.
I say don't even wipe the exploiters.
You know?
AUEC is kind of pointless.
Yes,
Alpha should really be about test everything, including the stuff when you have money.
Yes.
Not just retesting starting off from square one again and again.
Well, but you know what? They're hoping you don't run into the major bugs all the time. Like I say, how many times have I tried to do a mission? It's bugged. Always bugged. They talk about these mission givers. Well, every one of them is bugged. You try to do their quest line, and you can never get through it. Not because you can't do it, it's because it's bugged. You know? It just, and they don't fix them, but they keep adding more. They add more quest squivers, they add more missions, and they're all bugged. Everything's bugged. I would think, let's put some missions in that we could actually complete all the time, not just if we happen to get lucky.
Oh, good. Welcome.
I mean, I don't understand their ideal of quality control. And I'm sure they have some type of, they have some reason, I'm sure. But I don't understand it, because except for the White Knights, who I don't care if Chris Roberts said he would quit making, it's done, it's over, they are going to still love everything he does. I quit listening to other streamers because I get tired of hearing them tell everybody how great everything is. And I'm saying, you guys obviously don't play the same game I do. I mean, are there flashes of great things? Yes, there are. You know, right now, if everything in this game actually worked, I would actually call it a game. If everything actually worked. I mean, it would be quite enjoyable to come in here and know that you can go cargo trading, you can go do missions. There's nothing you can do. I mean, you'll have, every game has an occasional disconnect or a game crash. I can even live with those. But you know what? The things you come in and try to do are always bugged. We're going to claim this. No. So you had to come all the way out here just to claim a prospector because it wouldn't spawn on Olisar where it was parked. You just got the red screen. Oh, sorry, that ship will not work. See, this ship is the same deal. They had to put in, I got dual Titans here, and the only reason is, once again, bugs. There shouldn't be two. This one was lost for no reason. And so I can't claim it. It won't claim. It won't do nothing. Stuff that happens all the time. I have no idea what pad that ship was on. And I doubt if it'll tell me. Just like you can't check the kiosk. I didn't look. See, unknown. It's on Levski, but God knows where. It'll probably respawn before I find it. I was one of the first two, so I'm going to guess pad 2.
I cannot even test a lot since I am re-earning AUEC again and again.
Yes.
Once I get some decent money, then a wipe happens again.
Yes.
I've been backing this since 2015.
Yes, that's
There isn't a complete loop of gameplay yet.
no.
I would love to
Fine,
see the
it's done.
promise of mining completed. I want to be able to drop my saddlebags off my prospector and have someone either refine it and store it, or at least store it. Even if I could store it at a station in station storage, then move that into a hauler and take it all in one go.
Right. That's exactly it. Hell, they're supposed to put in where we can uh, sort out the inert materials. Hell, I'd settle for just that getting
But
put
hey,
in
we
the
are
game.
getting Space Whale.
That's right. They're doing the artwork on the whales. That's very important. Like I said, I was talking about all these guys that mission givers. I don't know how many of them I've tried, and they all are broke. You know, you might get the first mission, the second one will be bugged, the first one will be bugged. I don't even try to go see them anymore. It's just not worth my time. FPS missions are the same deal. You go do them, and the elevators are bugged. I mean, to me, they're a lot of fun to do if they work, but you might have to do them 3 or 4 times to get one to work. It just, to me, that's just. I mean, there's only 50 people on the servers, and the desync on the server is really bad. I mean, I don't care if it's NPCs or other players. It's you know, they claimed all this was going to be fixed, but it never does get fixed. Startup.
Acknowledged.
I mean, I don't understand it. Contacts.
Broadcasting now.
I mean, even if you give them the closed mobile glass,
Better take off.
Closing
even if you
mobiGlass.
give them the fact of, okay,
Yet I want to get into mining since I was huge into it with EVE Online running 10 accounts at once.
yes.
But inert material makes mining take too long
Take
and makes
off.
me too picky.
Well, yeah.
I want to see
Ascending.
rock, mine
Retracting
rock,
modules.
Yeah,
load
you don't-
material into
You
cargo
know what?
ship,
Yeah, you know,
not
you,
have to fly back to a station with 50% inert.
right. You know, that's exactly it. You can't get rid of the junk. Why would you collect junk? You know what I mean? You have no choice but to collect junk. I don't, you know. They call it mining, but Jesus Christ, you know what? No, you're really just hoping you find a diamond in the rough is what you're doing. You have no choice, but, you know, like I said, even when you do, you're really selective of what you pick up, you still wind up with a high percentage of inert materials. Even when you're selective. Last time I went out in the prospector, I think I made 41K, and I only made 41K instead of higher was because I had so much inert material I could not sort through. I could not, you know, I had no choice but to take it, you know. And it's just sad. And now scanning mode doesn't work right half the time, or at least not in a prospector. You should be able to tell what's in a rock in scanning mode, and you know, once in a while it'll work. Most of the time it won't. So you have to switch back and forth from mining mode to scanning mode to even know what material a rock has. Star map. Like I say, so many
Activating
things that have
now.
been broke for. I mean, it's not like it's new stuff. It's, you know what I mean? This stuff's been bugged forever. Oh, come on. See, I forgot that I needed to refuel this ship when I flew out here. So I'm paying for it now. Close star map. Whoops, I want to clear route. Close star map. I'm going to have to go back in lane and
Affirmative.
refuel. Range.
Collecting data.
Forgot to. Now, there's no guarantee I'll even be able to refuel. See, and that's another thing. How long is this bug going to be in the game? It's been in the game for 6 months now. That you can't refuel at places. You can normally refuel on a fresh spawn at the beginning, but I guarantee you, probably when I land here, it will not allow me to. It will not allow me to refuel. And in R&R stations, I've tried 2 or 3 times having to
I dream
land.
of the day that I can refine it and load pure material into a caterpillar until it is full.
Well, yeah.
Then haul that full load with pride that I mined all that.
Yes.
But knowing that it will 30k while hauling it, haha.
Yeah, so why bother? That's just it. I mean, I had a Freelancer Max that I was trading with, and I finally got tired of it and melted it because all that ever happened was every time I filled it up, the game would crash or DC. Every time. If I only made partial loads, everything worked perfectly. But as soon as I went ahead and filled it up, there went 100k right out the window. You know what I mean? Come on. So I finally melted it. It's not worth my time. It's that, you know, it's just that aggravating. And that's exactly what it is. The servers don't like you having full load, so it DCs you and disconnects you. Permission to land.
Approach protocols engaged.
But it never does it when you're empty. It'll never do it when you have a partial load, you know. But by God, fill it up, and there it is.
A hangar free that's perfect for you.
Close mobile glass.
Closing mobiGlass.
I must be blinded one. There it is. Landing mode.
The landing gear is
But
down.
like I say, they have no interest in fixing this
Locked.
stuff. None. I mean, if they had any interest in it, it would be fixed. I mean, it's not like they got to fix this stuff right away, you know, within a couple days. But you know what? Some of this stuff's been here since 3.0 and it's still broke. And that was what, 3 years ago now? So they have no interest in fixing anything that's wrong. And you can use the excuse, well, they're going to redo things and that's only tier 1, they'll fix it on the next tier. Well, mining is up to what tier now? Tier 2? They started at tier 0, so 3 tiers, and they still haven't fixed
Well,
the
they
bugs.
fix it, then breaks the next .0.x patch. So pointless.
Mobile glass.
Open mobiGlass.
And once again, that's quality control. They should not release stuff that's broke. Yeah, see, I knew that was going to happen. Shut her down. See, you can't refuel. I mean, this has been going on for so long. So what I'm going to go up and reclaim this ship. That's how I'm going to refuel it. Isn't that ridiculous? To refuel your ship, you have to reclaim it on insurance.
Yeah, that bug been around for a long time.
Yep. And they've never fixed it. I mean, here's a case where they've never fixed it. They've never tried to fix it. They don't care. Like I say, the game would actually, you know what, if everything actually just worked as it's supposed to work, it would actually be quite fun. It wouldn't be frustrating. It would be fun. But
They talked about the workaround of floating about the pad, so they just kind of accepted they don't want to fix it anytime soon.
and the workaround doesn't work, but a small percentage of the time. Do you see what I'm saying? I've tried it, and you know, occasionally it will work. Most of the times it will not work.
Correct.
So it's not, so far as I'm concerned, it's not even a workaround. You know, how is it a workaround when it just doesn't work most of the time? It will occasionally work, don't get me wrong. But most of the time, the workaround will not work, so it's not really a workaround. It's a Hail Mary. You know,
All right. Your ship's all ready for you.
probably not. I'll be damned. Like I say, you know, as far as I'm concerned, the big problem is quality control. They shouldn't release things. I don't care who they're trying to make happy, but they shouldn't release things they know are already bad. I mean, they've got quality control, they've got avocado.
I used to store turtles on my caterpillar, but I would run out of fuel and reclaim my ship to refuel.
Yeah.
I got sad every time I wowed lose my horde of turtles on my ships.
Yeah. See, that's just it. You've got to, and that's the only, sometimes it's the only way to refuel. Well, you saw right there, I couldn't refuel. Now, if I had just normally claimed it, I probably could have come down here and usually off a fresh spawn you can refuel. But being they force you to insurance claim it all the time, why, you don't have to. But like I say, there's just so many things that are just... And like I say, they have no intention of fixing them. They've got all kinds of excuses, and the White Knights have all kinds of reasons it doesn't matter. I wonder how much ship this. Startup. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Now this should be a fresh spawn, I think. I better check it. Mobile glass.
Open Mobiglass.
Should have be full of everything. Should be a fresh spawn. Yes, it is. Close mobile glass. See, now I could refuel if I was empty. Close mobile glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
Contacts.
Broadcasting now.
Like I say, it's just there's just so much. I, for one, really want this game to be a success.
Oh, now they have an unlimited excuse delay reason now with Corona.
Oh yeah.
I was like, great. SIG will have a field day with this now.
Oh yes, of course they will. When everybody can do their work at home. Close mobile glass. Close mobile glass.
Closing Mobiglass.
Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Like I say, their management team really does suck. I'm sorry.
Good.
I mean, that's exactly what it boils down to. It doesn't boil down to who they
In
have.
2025 we will hear of delay 44 and they will say it was due to the 2020 coronavirus.
Probably. They'll probably have a new reason by then. They'll use coronavirus long before 2025. They'll have a new reason. Star map. Star map.
Activating now.
I don't really think they want to finish the game. I really don't. I think they like making money for no reason. Close star map. I think they've turned it into a pyramid. You know, as long as we got people sending us money, why do we even need to finish something? I think that has
The main
a lot
issue
to do
I
with
think is they are trying to make 2 games.
range.
I hate that Squadron 42 is being made.
And the game doesn't even interest me. It's going to be a cinematic nightmare. I don't enjoy those type of games. Everybody talks about Wing Commander. I thought the last Wing Commander sucked. You spent all your time watching a cutscene over and over again. I'm not looking forward to that. You know, Squadron 42 doesn't interest me. I do not. I'll never. You know, I bought the first one to help them out, but I won't buy the other releases because I'm sure I won't like it. Jump. I want to play a game. I don't want to watch a movie. Chris Roberts wants you to watch a movie while you're playing a game. He wants to be a director. He's not a good director. He never was a good director. He sucks at directing, as a matter of fact. So it doesn't interest me. I don't care who you got playing the part.
No one really bought Star Citizen with the promise of Squadron 42.
Nope.
Everyone wants the Persistence universe.
But see, he wants to play with movie stars. Range.
Collecting data.
That's what it's about. He just wants to be somebody in Hollywood. Well, you're not. You're never gonna be. Jump. Will
Jumping.
people in Hollywood take your money? Of course they will. And they're laughing at you behind your back. I imagine Mark Hamill is you're probably his biggest paycheck, Chris. Huh? What kind of stupid money did you pay him to get him to be in Squadron 42? I'm sure it was stupid. And don't get me wrong, I realize some people are really looking forward to
They are like
Squadron.
strippers.
Yes.
They don't love you for you, but when they money ends they will not be there, haha.
No, they won't. And like I say, I understand some people want to Squadron 42, and you know what? Those people actually liked Wing Commander, the last Wing Commander. Well, that's fine, but you know what? That's not that many people. And I hope they have a whole lot more success making a single-player game than they have making this. Once again, I don't even know if this engine will make a good single-player space game. That's their big trouble right there with everything. They're using an engine that's not designed to be this type of engine. Once again, Chris Roberts tried to scam somebody out of something for free, and we've been paying the price of him using this engine ever since.
But the whales who are really funding this game buying these $1,000 ships are not saying I am gonna get this Kraken in hopes for Squadron 42.
No, that's true. They're not. They are not. They are not. You're absolutely right. Why is my head tracking not working here? There it goes. Whoops, there it went. What the hell's going on here? This server is screwing up. See that kicking in and out? That server. Something's not right here. Because I have inside-out tracking, so I can tell you right now, yeah, my mouse won't even move my... yeah, this server is bad. It's screwed up. Change view.
Roger that.
Yep. Server is screwed up. Huh. Change view. Change view.
Roger that.
Huh. Yep. Something ain't right. I guarantee you nothing's downloaded. Yep, mouse works fine. It is the game. Everything works fine except Star Citizen is running Rev. No idea why it is. Huh. It's kicking in and out. Okay, we probably won't be able to land this thing. Probably won't be able to land it.
I have spent my decent amount of money on this game, but I find it hard currently to give any more with current state.
Yeah,
I have been sorely disappointed with more things being removed off 2020 roadmap than is actually on it.
Yes.
Also, this staggered development that was gonna change everything and make a world of difference seems more like it was a temporary excuse to play catch up when it came out.
Yes, like I say, I think the management team for SIG Imperium Games is very sad, and that starts at the top with Chris Roberts. He had the same problems with Freelancer. He couldn't make Freelancer. People think about how great that game was. I never thought it was great. I thought it sucked. It had the worst graphics I'd ever seen in a modern game. The game was actually made by Microsoft. Chris Roberts got thrown off the project long before after he suckered Microsoft into money, and then he took the money and spent it making a movie. Never went into game development. It went into his movie. And people say that Microsoft screwed Chris Roberts. Man, that's all about Chris Roberts screwing Microsoft, and that's why they won't touch him anymore. You know? They don't want nothing to do with the man. Nobody does. That's why he couldn't get a publisher. People act like, oh, he just wanted to do it on his own. No, he didn't. Nobody would hire him. He had a reputation of being an idiot. He had a good reputation back in Wing Commander, but the only reason he had a good reputation then is because he was forced into doing the right things. I mean, it's a guy's got such vision and all that stuff that he really, you know what I mean? But he has no idea how to control himself. Range.
Collecting data.
He doesn't know when to start adding stuff when the game's finished and finish the game. I mean, this should be a finished game right now, and he should be adding stuff to it later. There's no more that's in this game, no more that's been designed and worked on. Why isn't this a finished game? Jump.
Jumping.
I mean, it's an MMO. You're going to run forever. You know, just like Elite Dangerous. You know what I mean? Look how much they've added since its inception. And here this fall, they're going to have space legs. You're going to be able to walk, just like you can here. Well, that's pretty much going to shoot Chris Roberts right out of the sky, isn't it? What about releasing at the end of the year? What about the release of Dual Universe? You know? These people have been in operation less and have already accomplished more than Chris Roberts has. And they're going to release their game. They're talking about a...
I just need them to stop trying to update things again and again.
Yes.
I will accept some MacGuffin.
Yes.
I don't care about physicalized ship components or actual NPC crew.
No.
Just give me computer auto turrets and just say I have those components in my ship.
Yes. But see, he's got, you know what, see, this has never been a cutting edge game. I mean, he claims the stuff he's going to put in it, but it takes him so long to do anything that the cutting edge is long past him by. Just like everybody on the same shard or same server. Well, you know, Dual Universe is doing that now, buddy. And they started years after you did. Permission to land. Like I said, it's just he doesn't. He's not a good manager. He doesn't know when to just get the job done. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobile glass.
Even today, he just keeps adding stuff. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Well, you know what? You haven't completed what you started with. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
He can't finish anything. That's his trouble. He just can't finish. He doesn't know how to finish.
Everyone is gonna fight to the death. The chances of getting in a fight where we need to get out and repair stuff just is gonna be so 1% that I don't see it a focus needed.
Yeah, isn't that a joke? You're right. It's exactly what's gonna happen. People are going to kill you. They're not going to give you time to repair your ship. They're going to kill you. So what is all this bullshit, you know? What, the winner gets to repair a ship? Oh, if you win the fight and you're not the one that dies, you get to repair yourself? I guess that's what they're going for, right? Why won't the ship land here? Come on. Huh. This is weird. Yeah, this server's bad.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
It didn't even want to...
Even as the winner, I don't see a point. You will want to go to a dock if you are hurt that bad.
Yeah, I'm going to go have it repaired. I'm not going to do it myself. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to go crawl through my ship and, you know, have all these spare parts around. Come on. You're going to want to repair it quickly. You're going to go in and say, here, how much money is it going to cost me to have it fixed? And even if I can repair it myself, 10 to 1, I'm going to go to a port that does repairs, and I'm going to have it repaired. So I don't have to look for it. I don't have to dig. And you know what? I don't have to carry all them spare parts everywhere. Because that's what you're going to have to do if you have to do repairs. You're going to have spare parts. And I guess for the, like you say, the small 1% of gameplay people that want that type of gameplay, that's wonderful. But he's not going to sell this game on that. There's not enough people that want to do those things. Everybody's going to do what I do. They're going to go to a port and they're going to go have it repaired. But see, he keeps adding complexity to the game. And that's all well and good somewhere down the road. But you know what? Make the game first, and then you can add complexity.
Oh wait, let me give up 20% of my cargo space to allow me to get out of my pilot seat, leaving my ship helpless to repair it.
Yes.
I would just call an org mate with a repair ship if I was like in some Mercale alive but stuck on a planet.
Yes. It's exactly what you do. You'd ask for help. You know? Or you just make a beacon. I need a repair ship. You know what I mean? I'm such and such. I'll pay you this much money. You know, you'll, like you say, you're org people. There's so many, you know, but you don't know.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes. But what he wants you to do is he wants you to carry all these spare parts so you can fix it yourself. That's not my ideal game. That's, you know what, well, I don't like survival games, heavy survival games. I don't mind having to eat a sandwich once in a while. But you know, some of these survival games are just ridiculous. I don't find that enjoyable. Now, the people who like that will probably like all that tedious repair stuff. You know, some people do go for that, but I don't think it's the majority because, let's be real, most survival games aren't the big sellers. You know, people might buy them, but they don't play them. Not for very long. They get tired of constantly having to keep themselves alive by having to, you know. I don't mind some survival elements. I don't mind crafting, you know, but in fact it can be fun. But if it gets carried away, it ruins the enjoyment for me. All right, I'm going to take a break here. I got a pork tenderloin on the smoker. I got to go check it. If I don't go check it and screw it up, I'm going to be really disappointed in myself. So I got to go outside and check the smoker. Make sure I don't overcook my pork tenderloin. Okay, Azur, we'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to take a break for now. Well, it's fun talking to you.